reached the end of the week. It's Sunday and it's also Heritage Day. I'm gonna go to my cousin in Joburg and we are gonna have some late lunch supper vibes, and I said I'll make some dessert. So I'm gonna make some lemon phyllo pastry cups. And it's like a super easy dessert to make. The only thing that takes long is making the actual cups part. So that's what I'm about to do. So I have some baking sheets down here, and then I thawed out the phyllo pastry for about only 30 minutes because it's a hot day, so it went really quickly. And all you need now to make the cups is phyllo pastry and some butter. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take about half of this butter stick. If I need more, I can just melt down some more because I don't want to waste butter. You guys know how I feel about wasting butter, so I'm gonna use half for now. And then, oh, like I said, this is really not difficult to do. It just takes a lot of time because you must you'll see. Okay, I'm only putting on the butter for 15 seconds because we don't want another explosion like last time. So I'm gonna use about 4 sheets, I think should do it. And then the other ones I can put back in the freezer. Let me get this one. So this is like very soft pastry. And when you bake it with butter, it gets super crispy. And it can hold like any filling basically. So the nice thing about these cups is like the last time I made like a savory filling and a sweet filling, so it can work for 2 things. Yeah, it's just a bit difficult to break apart because you have to be very soft, otherwise it tears quite easily, but it's fine because I'm anyway gonna cut it up in blocks. So not a big deal if it breaks. We're only 4 people, so I'm thinking we can have like, I think 3 cups per person should be okay. So that's about 12 cups that I'm gonna make. Yeah, that should be perfect. There's only 2 sheets left, so I think I'm just gonna keep this aside if I feel like making more cups. And now I have them ready as well. Then I'm gonna put the oven on to 170 so long. Now I just need to find my muffin trays because I haven't used them in the longest time. Okay, I got it. So this takes 12, so I think, let me go for 12 cups and then I know like 12, 3. I think 3 per person should be fine. I'll make some extra. I don't like when you're still in the mood for something and then there is none left. I'm gonna take this little, I don't know, food brush. I don't know what you call this in cooking terms. And then I'm gonna put butter on a whole sheet before I cut it up, because the last time I made this I cut them up to blocks and then only I did the butter, and it took me so long because then I was doing butter like every single block by block. It literally took me like, I think probably an hour just to like put the butter on and paste them all together. But after that it's super easy because you just put the filling in and then you're done. Now I'm just putting the butter on every little sheet. You don't need a thick layer of butter, just a thin layer, but be sure to cover every little part of the sheet. The butter is anyway going to seep through from the top layer down to the lower layer. So yeah, just a little layer should be enough. Put this first one aside and then do the next one. Now that the first one is done, I think what's going to be easiest is for me to cut this one up into a block and then stack these ones. I'm just going to take a big knife and cut it into, I think 3 should be big enough. Cut the sheets up into like 3 little pieces like this, and then I'm going to cut it again into 3 and then stack this on top of each other. What you want basically is blocks like this. They don't have to be the exact same size because you're just gonna stack them up like this to make those sharp edges. and then you just do about 4 layers for every block. I always put like the smaller blocks in the middle and then the bigger blocks outside so that you can keep all the other blocks in. You don't even need to, if you have a non-stick pan, you don't have to put any other butter or spray because the butter is gonna basically go through. And then you just squish this into, my nails are a bit long so I'm scared I don't want to press so hard. And then you just squish this into the pan to make a little cup. That's it, now your cup's done. So now I'm gonna do this for all the other sheets until I fill the pan. And there my cups are done. So this is gonna go into the oven just until it goes brown. I don't really know the time, I forgot what the time was, but you can just keep an eye on it. I think it's about 10 minutes or so. And I have like 5 extra, so I'm gonna take these out, pop those in, and make a little bit extra filling as well. Okay, so while that is busy, I'm gonna just slightly move these up that I have extra, and then get onto the filling. This is super easy. This is no skill required. This is just throwing everything together and getting it mixed. So for the filling, we're gonna need some cream cheese, whipping cream, icing sugar, and lemons. That's all. What's this for? 1, 2, yeah, 4 ingredients. The only thing you have to make here basically is the cream. So like I said, I do have a few extra cups. So it's supposed to be a 1/4 cup, but now I'm gonna take a 1/4 cup and an 1/8. So of whipping cream. I'll also link the ingredients for 12 below, and then you can change it however you need to. Actually, you know what? Let me actually just make double so that I know I have enough. So that's about 1/2 cup of whipping cream. I'm just gonna put this aside, and we're gonna whip this up until it's not too stuffed. Again, soft peaks is the goal because we have to still incorporate the cream cheese as well. So you don't want to make butter. We already have butter in the cups. I don't have my whip master here today. I will do it myself. You know how Chef Papier is always whipping for us, but today I'm doing it myself. So this is where you want it at. Just soft peaks, not too whipped, because we're gonna still put the cream cheese in. So the cream cheese is supposed to be 1/2 cup, but I'm gonna be adding a whole cup because I'm making double. I think this should be about equivalent to each other. So I'm not gonna waste putting it in the cup first. Just gonna get it all in there because it is 250 grams. So I love cream cheese. Any dessert with a cream cheese base, cream cheese ice cream, cream cheese frosting, any cream cheese thing, I love it. And with this we're gonna add about a teaspoon's worth of lemon zest. Now we got another dog to keep Bailey occupied, right? Now both of them are equally obsessed with me, and I'm always cooking with 2 dogs by my feet. Like Blue is sleeping right next to me, and it's so bad because when I want to turn around quickly I have to like double check that I don't step on a dog. I need to buy a lemon zester, but those things always cut me because it's so sharp. Like those long chefy lemon zesty stuff. I need one of those, but I've used one like 1 or 2 times, and I always cut my entire hand open with that thing because it's so sharp. But it does make this part of the job much easier. So So if anyone wanna buy me one, because I know it's like kinda expensive, I don't know. I'm gonna be adding lemon juice as well. Where did I put my lemon? So about half a lemon's worth. We don't want any pops in here because this is not getting baked or anything, so no pops. I'm just keeping my hand here, catch them up. And when it comes to lemon, I always like to add just a little bit more for love. I'll just mix this up. Guys, so no one was gonna tell me that I forgot to add icing sugar. That's crazy. So we're adding about 1/4 cups worth of icing sugar. 2/4 of a cup. Now it's done. Let me just mix this all up again. Time to taste this. That's really good. I don't want to over whisk it. It's looking like this, like crumbly. Now I'm just gonna take a wooden spoon and blend it so it's nice and creamy. Because this is the filling done, guys. Like that's all. You don't need to cook, bake, nothing. That is your cheesecake filling. It tastes like a cheesecake, but obviously no bake. But it has that type of flavor. And this we're gonna scoop into the cups. Now I'm just gonna rinse my fruit so that I know when the cups are done, my fruits are rinsed and dried. I got some strawberries and blueberries and also kiwi that I'm gonna cut up. I'm going to put this in the fridge so long because I still need to pack the dog stuff and get ready to actually go. And that's also gonna give the cups some time to cool down. I also think that I can actually take the cups out, so it's been perfect timing on this. Also a little tips for the cups, keep in mind it's gonna get darker once it's outside. So if it's looking golden brown, like slightly golden brown in the oven, take it out. Because if you wait for it to be like the perfect color and you take it out, it's gonna get even darker, then it's gonna look burnt. So it must be like light golden brown, like almost like just there. You take it out. I just want to show you guys what the cups look like immediately when I take them out and how they look after cooling down for a bit. So I just took them out now. So with the cups, I give them like 2 minutes to cool down in the muffin pan, and then I take them out and let them cool outside. So those 2 minutes just allows it to keep the shape, and then you wait until it's completely cooled down before you put the mixture in, because otherwise the mixture is going to melt in the cup. So if you want to get it done like on the day, you don't want to leave it in the pan because otherwise it's going to take longer to cool down. So just about 2-3 minutes just to keep that shape, and then I also want to put the other ones in, so I kind of need the tray back. So yeah, as soon as you're done, guys, 2 minutes, you need to get out of here. You need to leave. Okay, so now my first round of cups are done, and you can see what they look like. They are nice and cooled down. I'm gonna fill these ones now and show you guys how I do it. The nice thing about this dessert is that it looks really fancy, and it looks like you need to be a chef to make it, because you know it's like artsy and whatnot, but it's actually super easy to make. It is a bit on the expensive side because you're using butter, you're using cream cheese, which obviously, you know, is not the same as making a peppermint tart. But you can obviously swap for alternatives like using margarine instead, but it's definitely gonna change the taste. But the one time we made it more as like a decoration and not really like the main focus of, you know, the food. It was basically just like to look pretty, and then we used margarine and it worked the same, but it did taste a bit different. Obviously the butter adds like that buttery rich flavor. So with that all being said, that's why I don't really make this a lot, because you are paying a bit more for, like, you know, just these little cups. But the reason why I actually made it today was because my cousin and I had a little bet. So you know the load shedding game with the snake, and we were playing it, and we said the first one to get, I think it's like 5,000 or something points, wins the bet, and that person gets like a treat. And he won. He played like the whole freaking day, and he won the bet. So now this is his payback. So I'm just putting like 2 berries, and then I cut the strawberry up so that it's not 2 big chunks on, and then I also cut a kiwi up, just so 2 pieces of that as well. This doesn't really make a big difference, it's more for it to look pretty. And there you have your little cheesecake fruit cup, all done and so pretty. So let me just finish with the rest of them. I just have to do like 17 more. When making this, don't put too much filling. You really just need like a little teaspoon's worth, because when you eat it, you don't want the filling to be going everywhere. And I promise you, like, that's more than enough. Obviously we also have a bunch of cups to fill, but you don't want to fill it like to the brim. You just fill it like this amount is perfect, and then you decorate it however you want. So I just got done. I took a shower, changed my outfit, and now I'm gonna hit the road. I have to pack so many things. I have to take my clothes, a blanket, the dessert, the dog stuff. Yeah, it's like I'm going on a whole road trip right now.